Good morning or evening wherever you are. This is a quick farming update. I've posted farming in the Philippines videos 1, 2, 3 and 4, and this is an update to see and to show you how things are progressing. Now these are Codo millets, this whole line all the way up to the half-hectare mark. It's a test patch to see how millets grow in the Philippines and whether we can grow it as a dryland crop on a wider scale. So we've done two versions over here. This is pearl millet, which was transplanted from another test patch we had, and it's growing really nice. It's about waist height for most farmers here. Okay, now this is Codo millets, and this whole patch over here were planted as seeds, and the seedlings are all growing very nicely, as you can see. These millets take about 90 days from the time that you plant them, and it's about a month since we planted these, so there's still 2 more months to go before they grow to about 6 feet tall and ready for harvesting. Lush and green as it looks, it's actually quite warm today, and when I'm doing this update and towards the end of the video, you'll probably get more updates on the temperature and weather. Right now 31 degrees Celsius, it feels like 37 says the forecast, and I believe it. It's hot because it's we've had a lot of heavy overnight rain, and you can see some of the raindrops on the leaves, and in certain parts of the land there's a little bit of waterlogging. This is summer after all, and it does get very warm here, very hot here in the Philippines, and warm isn't the right way to put it. The farmers here are saying that it's kind of unseasonal to have this much of rainfall in the month of May. Usually very dry, but here we are, and these are climate resistant crops anyway, so hopefully they'll grow very nicely despite the heavy rain and everything else. I guess it was much smaller stage, or when they're in the fledgling state they would have been destroyed by the heavy rains, or these millets don't like a lot of waterlogging or don't like a lot of water. They are called dryland crops for a reason. And wherever you see the millets growing taller, it's because these are the transplants, and they're doing exceedingly well. We were told transplants don't really work well for millets. I guess this is proving them wrong. This whole experiment is a learning process because we've never grown millets before anywhere, and particularly here in the Philippines it's very, very unique and will add to the diversity and food security of the Philippines. I hope you enjoyed this video. I'm going to be showing you more updates along the way as the day progresses, and hopefully end towards the evening. We usually get very, very beautiful sunsets here from the land, and I will bring them to you as I see it. And until then, enjoy the rest of it, and please like, share, subscribe. Thank you. Okay, so what we're looking at is Codo millets in this line here, and in that line there, and in between, everything that we see in between are cowpeas. And cowpeas are an excellent crop by itself, and they're great nitrogen fixers in the soil. Makes the soil that much richer. And all that you see over here are Codo millets. Rows and rows of Codo millets. Gives me a lot of satisfaction to see this firsthand. Need to get rid of some of the weeds in between, but they're growing really nice. And this is after just a shade less than 1 month since we planted this. Yes. Okay, so what we are doing now is pouring potassium humate, which is emerald, the sapphire, actually sapphire crystals as they call it. It is water soluble up to 85 or 90%, and we soak it overnight. It is a fertilizer, organic fertilizer. What it does is it supposedly extracts the nutrients from the soil or enhances the performance of any chemical fertilizers that you may have used. In our case, we haven't used any chemical fertilizers, and we are going to go ahead and try and enrich the soil this way. This is a line of Codo millets. Labor intensive, but that's what it is. In some places it's also called liquid humus. And so this fertilizer, hopefully, we're trying it out for the very first time. We've never done this before, and it was offered to us by a good friend of ours who's into agriculture, and they make the special formulation of sapphire crystals, and I've plan to use it here as a test case in a small patch to see if it works, and if it does, then we will apply it to the larger patch of millets which is growing here right to the end of the field over there. Another sunset and another day at the farm. This is where I'll end my video, with this glorious shot of the sun going down. Life in the Matrix. Thank you for joining me. I look forward to seeing you again soon on another episode. If I sound tired and a little blurry, it's because it's been 36 degrees Celsius. Feels like 42, says the forecast. So been here pretty much all day in the sun with sun protection, of course, but still a lot of hard work. Weeding, de-weeding, watering, all of those things that you do to manage a farm. So this episode has been about farm management. I look forward to further updates when I can get you some really nice, cool videos when the millets grow a little higher. See you later. Ciao for now.